today. From Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, it's Week 3 of the NFL on EA Sports.
The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. This one fielded at the 5. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And pretty good field position here. He's out of bounds right at the 35.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. In Boston Scott, the one he was looking for that time. But it'll be 2nd down. Charles, for this offense, we take a look at the draft class here. They were looking for a playmaker, and they found one on the outside.
And the way teams are throwing the football nowadays, you can't afford to skip in the wide receiver position. I know that the slot guy is getting more attention now, but that guy in the perimeter, he makes you go.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down.
10 at the 40-yard line.
From the gun, it's Hurts. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down.
He was covered by
2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. He's going to go up top again. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown.
Eagles.
He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. And of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. The boy was pretty.
Elliott good on the extra point. And it's now the 7-0 game. To return it, Darius Phillips. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Receiving team.
Of course, they have the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Jalen Mills on the tackle. 1 yard.
He run, draw play.
2nd and 9 at the 34-yard line.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Burrow's pass.
Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
Townsend in punt formation.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Eagles.
First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Oh, he's going up top for Wilson. That's caught at the 25.
That's good for an Eagles.
36 yards on the play.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Bengals 17-yard line.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
Jalen.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Jake Elliott on
Jalen Hurts with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Eagles had 6 to their lead.
Next to score, Eagles 14. Bengals nothing.
Elliott go to the PAT. And that'll make the score 14-0. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
1st and 10.
Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their 2nd drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up first here back at the 23-yard line.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
At the 23-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's Burrow. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there? And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30.
Tackled back at the 30-yard line.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown.
Touchdown, Eagles.
Boston Scott, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Eagles add on to their lead. Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term. They just race someone. It's car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past it.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
The
Bengals drive about to get going. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. 21-0, our score after 1.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Eagles 21, Bengals nothing.
Now Burrow to throw on 2nd down. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd. Incomplete. He had his hands on it, but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Throwing right in, that's complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively, all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. And the Eagles are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. Well, a dangerous return man showing it here.
The Bengals take over first and 10.
Here again comes Joe Burrow and the offense for the Bengals. Bottom line, he's got to figure things out. He's completed 3 passes, but 2 of them have been to the wrong team so far.
And when we talk about the best quarterbacks, we're usually talking about touchdown to interception ratio, aren't we? And 2 to 1 is acceptable, but the top line guys, 3 to 1 or better is what they're looking for. Now we're talking about interceptions versus completions. That's not a ratio should ever be in any discussion.
Now he dumps this off over the middle. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. And that one, a first down pickup of 8.
Bengal first down.
Now it's Burrow. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And he'll be down at the 46. So they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8.
Complete to Tyler Boyd.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
Complete to Travion Williams.
7 yards there and a first down.
First down, Cincinnati.
Throwing again, it's Burrow. He finds P-Ryan out of the backfield. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The end result, 21 yards. So 5 plays on this drive, Charles. All passes, all completions. And just like that, they're in the red zone.
And don't you think the playbook opens up a little bit more now? Because all they've done is throw the ball.
And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. Duke Riley.
Sacked.
Coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. He'll drop this down to Williams. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Now Joe Burrow on 3rd and long. And dropping it off underneath, here's P-Ryan. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tackles. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
Makes the score.
So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
At their own 20-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Going up top. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
The Bucs set to get to football first, and they trail here as we get started in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He's back to throw here to start the drive. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
2nd and 7. at the 28-yard line.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow.
A lot of times it's that first read that you had. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Darius Slay on the go.
On third down, Burrow. And that is incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
This is taken at the 15. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck.
First and 10.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And off his back foot, he'll heave this one deep. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Intended for Dallas Goedert.
Here's Hurts to throw. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it.
Hurts on the
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
3.
He's got his man. It's Butler. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. First target, first catch, and a first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A big play there. 60 yards. And the Eagles are pouring it on.
So whatever happened to rookie quarterbacks taking time to adjust to life in the NFL? Because this guy looks like he's been doing it for about, what, 7 years? 4 touchdown passes? That's not something rookies are supposed to be doing with the ease in which he's doing it.
Elliott now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man. 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Bengals 3.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And, oh, that's one he's going to want back. A poor kick. It heads straight out of bounds.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
And they'll run the option to start the drive. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39.
The ball carrier.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
In a scrimmage.
Now P. Ryan. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
Duke Riley on the tackle.
Burrow looking to pass. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
And in punt formation.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
He takes it in, doesn't let it bounce. He takes it at the 2.
The Eagles take over first and 10.
It's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles. And it was a game where they were off and running in the first quarter, Charles, and never looked back.
You know, partner, after a while, we always say the same thing, don't we? They set the tone early, right? They started fast. So I asked a few of my horse racing friends, do you have a term for me that we can use to cover that? And they said, yeah. When a horse breaks out like that, you say he caught a flyer out of the gate. And that's exactly what this team did today. I mean, they jumped out there, jumped on them, and were never headed.
So for Philadelphia, they pick up their second win now on the year. And